Hey everybody, it's Derek with Hi-Fi Resale Shop. We're back. It's Monday, July 20th. Had a weekend on eBay. We didn't sell a lot on eBay over the weekend. Had a order on Poshmark as well, which I'll show you. But 11 things sold this weekend on eBay. It was kind of slow. My sale is ending, and I'll have to start a new sale probably today, just to keep it from actually ending on its own, which is always a problem when you don't keep track of when it ends, and then you wonder why sales have stopped altogether. But I usually have a 20 or 30% off sale going nonstop, just so that people see that there's a markdown on it. I think that's really good for the customer to see, and it gets them to look more into it. But 11 things that we sold, a bunch of pants, and then some other odds and ends, a couple of CD lots, and let's show you what sold on eBay for profit. The first thing is a pair of pants, Coldwater Creek Camel Brown pant, straight leg, extra large. These sold for $10 plus shipping on top. And then the next thing would be this bundle of 4 CDs by Roxette: Crash Boom Bang, Look Sharp, Songs from Studio Stages and Hotel Rooms, and Joyride. So these 4 CDs sold for $13, free ship. So I don't know, it'll probably be just over a pound, so it'll probably be like medium mail $5.45 or something like that, to ship those. The next item that sold was this Purple Heart challenge coin, military, armed forces, keywords, and this sold for $12 plus shipping on top. The next item is this monitor arm. So I've sold a lot of these. Last year this was actually my number one item that I sold more than one time. So I think I sold about 30 of them last year, and I still have about 6 to 10 or whatever available this year, and slowly but surely I've been selling one at a time here, and that sold for $31.99. So when I ship this, I squeeze this, and then I shrink wrap this area. This comes off with a Allen head screw. So then I've condensed that down a little bit. I think a 12, 10, 8 box is what I usually put them in, but I could be wrong. I might have to use a different box. And that's got $15 in shipping on it, so it should be fine. The next item is pant 211, which is Khaki and Company, dark blue, straight leg, high rise, extra large, size 16 pants, and these sold for $13.99 plus shipping on top. I was gonna say that the new shipping arounds have thrown a hiccup in my plans to do more free shipping items, and I think I just need to selectively bring it down to a certain number of things that I'm going to do free ship, that I know exactly what the price is going to be on it. The other day, one of the free ship items that I had, I go to print the label up, and I'm expecting like a $6 label, and it was $8.30 or whatever. I was like, whoa, what's going on? It was like 4 to 6 ounces. It wasn't very big, and it was going to Hawaii. So the farthest possible place it could go within the United States. and so it costs a little bit more to ship that and everything. So I am kind of rethinking the free shipping thing at this point. I think just for peace of mind, maybe calculated shipping going back to that is the best option. I don't mind on these CDs because I know I'm going to ship a media mail, and I kind of know what that's going to be. Obviously, it's going to go up every 6 months or a year, and maybe one day it'll not be worth it, but for the most part, it's still okay. The next thing was this bundle of Laura White CDs, Stepping Stones, Lead Me Not, Don't Fence Me In, and Wishes. And it says that is Christian music, but I have never heard of Laura White, so I cannot confirm or deny that. And that sold, those 4 CDs sold for $13.99 with shipping on top. The next item I didn't grab, but it's right over here. It's one of these Matchbox cars that I just listed the other day. So I went to a garage sale and I bought the leftovers, it looked like, of somebody's collection of Matchbox cars, and then some loose Matchbox cars in another box. And I've put up the ones on card already, the collectible ones, and it was pretty good, the amount of money I was able to put them up for, and I bought the box for like $5, so not big money or anything like that. So so they came out to like a cost of $1 a piece, and there were some pretty good ones in there. Most of them around $20 or between $10 and $20 plus ship, and I think it'll be fine. We'll make a bunch of money off that. Got all kinds of other stuff at the garage sale. Really enjoyed their talking and the prices and what they had, so they didn't think too highly of their stuff, which was good. I really like that about garage sales. So this International 4300 dual axle truck die-cast car, it's an HO scale, so this was actually made for railroad displays and everything, for railroad hobbyists, and this sold for $11.99 free ship. So there you go. And then the next thing is this Old Navy green distressed straight leg pant, size 14, large, and they sold for $10 plus shipping on top. Let's see here. The next thing is this little pocket watch. And on the front it says Civil War 150th anniversary on it, and on the back it looks like that. It is not running, it needs a battery, and I put it up for parts because I'm not putting a battery in it and I don't know if it works, so I just put it up for parts. And let's see here, got $16.09 for that, and it's got free ship. The next thing that sold are these Intro Heart navy blue stretch pants, size 16, extra large, with an unfinished hem, and these sold for $15.39 plus $11 in shipping. That is quite a bit of shipping. I'm not sure where those are going, but it's probably somewhere far away. It might be Honolulu, Hawaii. This needlepoint pine tree punch needle embroidery, new, includes the thread and the foundation. This sold for $6.29 plus shipping on top. That's left over from a consignment sale that I did, and then I bought the lady out, bought all the extra stuff that was left over. I did the consignment sale for probably around 3 years. She kept bringing me new stuff and stuff like that. So that's where I got all the Boyd's Bears things, and I still have maybe a dozen Boyd's Bears, but I would sell them at a garage sale for like $1 now. So that's everything that sold over the course of the weekend. It was 11 items. Oh, let me get that Poshmark sale. Hold on. Okay, so these BB dark blue flared leg denim, size 30, small 28 waist by 33 inseam. These women's pants, they sold for $16, and it says I'm gonna make about $10 altogether off of that, and that sold on Poshmark. So I've sold I think 7 things on Poshmark so far. I've been at it a month or so now. Not all of my listings have made it onto Poshmark because there are just so many things going on here at the house to do. I started listing some items, just static listings on Whatnot. So they're like in my store if anybody happens to fall across it, whatever. And then when I have a Whatnot show, they'll be able to see that stuff just sitting there and they can buy it. I also put a few things up on Depop, and I think I'm going to try Mercari. I need to figure out how to do Etsy, because they denied me. Apparently I had an Etsy account before and I didn't do anything with it, so they closed that, and then I have to use a new email, so I'll have to do that somehow. But I want to get the vintage clothes up on Etsy. I don't know if they'll sell or not, but I gotta give it a shot. Now I've been using List Perfectly as a cross-listing mechanism. They I don't get a deal or anything from them for mentioning them, but it is make cross-listing easier. It's still a pain in the butt to try and figure out all these things. It opens, like if you try and do a batch of them, it opens all these windows on your computer, and my computer is just old, decrepit old man, and it doesn't want to do that kind of stuff. So I said when I moved out to this storage area to do most of my work, which hasn't been the case, that I was going to get a new stand computer. Instead, I got this laptop, which I use a little bit, but not nearly as much as what I paid for it. It'll end up paying for itself. But this laptop that I got is, I'm sure it's amazing. I'm just not a laptop kind of person. So maybe I will figure it out one day, all the bells and whistles on it, and it'll be my favorite thing. But for right now, I use it to kind of pull old stagnant inventory off the shelves, and also to do the new inventory system that I'm doing. It's coming in handy with that, looking up items and such. And I was having problems with it connecting to the inside of the house, the internet, but we moved the modem, and then that kind of ceased that problem that I had. It doesn't happen anymore, so it's a little bit closer to the modem, and that is helping it connect. But that's all I have for today that is sold on eBay. Coming up in the future, I need to finish my SKU system. I have 1, 2, 3 empty Z-racks, working on a 4th right now to get these clothes into boxes. The 6 or 7 bins I had of pants, there are only 3 that are left. The rest of them have been transferred into boxes. Those are easier because it's just like sliding them in to the it's just like sliding them into these boxes in order, and that's easy. um, the shirts are more complicated because I have to actually give them a number and all that while I'm doing it. So, but it's not terribly difficult. It's just time consuming, and I'm doing it all by myself. And I only spend about 20 hours a week on, at the most, 20 hours a week on eBay and stuff like that. So it's going to be a long journey and everything. I look forward to. I'm looking forward to the day when behind where the camera is, I have a TV, and then I have this shelf which is full now, but I have another baker's rack like that, or wire shelf like that. Let me show you what I'm talking about. So this is what I've been working on, getting these into boxes. So they have numbers on them. If a number is missing, it means, you know, the item has sold and whatever. But then on the outside, it's got the numbers here, and then eventually they'll have to be moved down or whatever, and then these numbers will be struck in, and I'll just put some numbers on the bottom. And you basically can do that for years. I mean, and you have all these spaces to do that. So you could do that for a while. But this is the new inventory system for the shirts. This is the old inventory system for all the clothes. So they're just on racks by size. And when it goes missing, it's like tough luck. Last week I had an item. That I couldn't find. So it was a tank top that had been around for like 4 years. No, 8 years. And I mean, I bought that thing when I was in Chicago, so it may not have been listed for any more than 4 years, but that thing's been around forever. And I just couldn't find it. So if it's in a numbered system, it should be able to be found. If it doesn't get put away right, then that's going to be a problem. But oh, I just turned the screen and everything. That's going to mess up everything. Anyway, so there's the shelving unit again. It's like right behind here, the TV, the computer I'm using. Here's my books over there. They're just alphabetical, like A, B, C, D. And then here's a stack of CDs that I need to process through. You know, over here is the death pile kind of thing, and that's where I need to do my photo stuff. So I need to get this figured out over here so that I can start picturing clothes again. These CDs have been processed and everything, and over here, these are like lots of specific artists or bundles of artists. These are individual CDs that need to get listed. And then over there you have the other box system for the like everything. But yeah, that's what we're doing, and not gonna take too much more of your time. So that's it from Hi-Fi Resale Shop. Remember that Jesus loves you, wants to have a relationship with you, and remember, when you find that really cool item in the thrift store, remember, give yourself a self high five. See you next time. Peace.